The boy Cheddar doesn't miss. There's one thing I know about Cheddar is that he doesn't fucking miss.
Alright y'all, it's Cheddar Fade, and I'm here today to show you how to cut your own hair at the house, just like a professional does. So, if you don't already know, I'm a barber, been a barber for about 8 years. Man, I know a lot about it. I got a lot to teach. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to cut your own hair. So if you ever wanna save some money, if you ever wanna learn how to be a barber, watch this video. Alright, so y'all can see, I'm about a week or two out, really about a week and a half. Usually get a haircut about every week. This method takes me about 30 minutes. I already shaved my face, so we won't be going through that. It'll be just going over how to cut the hair. Let's go ahead and get to the fade. There's the new merch. I'm actually opening up a barbershop here in Georgia. Villa Rica to be exact. These are gonna be the capes that we'll be using. Right now, I'm just cutting out of my house. I've been out of my house for about 1.5 years, 2 years. Really just to save some money. So, let's go ahead and get this haircut. So today, we're gonna be using these Andes Recons. Let's go ahead and get these focused in so you guys can. These are the Andes Recons. They just come out in 2025. Andes actually sent me these. Shout out to Matt Andes. Man, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to make a video. So today, I'm gonna show you guys how to fade with these. These are some heavy hitters. These are wireless, and they're really, really good to use, really, really easy to use. So today, I'm gonna show you how I use them. So what I like to do is, with my comb, go ahead and lay down all the baby hairs and all those extra hairs, put them back in. Now I do a dread, so it's a pretty simple haircut. Now we're gonna go ahead and put our first line in. I'm gonna start off with the Andes Recons, the trimmers. So, just start off right here. As you can see, I went up underneath it just to give that line, just to get it out a little bit easier. So, that's the first step. Now we're gonna go with our clippers, and you're gonna do lever all the way open, and we're gonna go up about a fingernail's width. So let's see. So as you can see, I went up to like right here, about a little bit more than fingernail's width. However, now I want to blend this area in. I like to go ahead and blend my first guideline. I'm gonna start with the lever closed and then slowly work back. Every time I go higher in the fade, I will make this lever go lower. So start out with it like this. Every time I go higher, blend it in. And now we got that first little section blended. We're gonna grab our one guard, put it on your clipper, lever all the way down, just because that gives us a little bit extra room to fade the desired area. So I'm gonna start off where I left off, right here, and just flick. So now I have this area, and it kind of looks fade already, but it's not. So if you can see, there's still a little line right here. So I'm gonna make my lever go all the way closed, and I'm gonna work this area out. And every time I go higher with the fade, I'm gonna drop the lever down. So as you can see, it's faded pretty well. There's kind of a glare. So Now what I'm gonna do is I'm up to the crown area. I'm gonna get a 2-guard and I'm gonna blend the rest of it out. So right here, I'm just gonna hit it with the 2-guard. Levers open. And if you're confused on what open and close means, open is when the lever's all the way down, close when it's all the way up. So close is gonna cut the closest. When the lever's all the way lower, it's gonna cut not as much off. So this kind of just gives you levels to fade. And what I like to do, I like to use my blade for this little area. It really creates a ball fade. So I'm just gonna knock out this area right here. And as you can see, it's pretty crispy. It's as good of a ball fade you're gonna get with a blend. The only thing I could do better is a little touch up right here at the crown. I like that. So now we're gonna move on over to this side. We're gonna go in with the Andes Recons and make my line. I'll make it a little bit higher this time. So. Something like that. I like that. Now let's go ahead and create this ball line. We're gonna fade this line. We're gonna fade this area up underneath the line, but still give it some dimension to it. So I'm also gonna hit it with a blade real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. You can use some shaving gel, oil, anything to lubricate the area to help it shave a little bit better. Go ahead and fade it. We're going to do the exact same thing we did on the other side. Lever all the way closed starting off. Look out this area. And every time we go higher, we're going to lower the lever. So. Next step, go back in with our 1-guard, and we're going to blend. We're not going to blend this area, but we're going to knock it down on top of the line. The remaining bolt right here. Let's go ahead and knock out this little area right here. As you can see, it's all natural and we're sitting pretty. So let's go ahead and get ready for the lineup. But before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the excess oils on my scalp, like on my razor line, so we can get it as clean as possible. As you can see. Now we're just gonna lay the hair back down. So after I lay it back down, we're gonna go ahead and put some hot foam on it to really seal it in. Just helps prep the lineup. So we can go ahead and wipe that off. Let it sit for a minute or so, not too long. We have a clean scalp, clean razor line, and we're gonna wait for that to dry just for about a minute or so, and then we're gonna go in and put in our lineup. Also, this is a bonus tip. Put a a pencil, if you have a pencil, tan or white. I'm going to show you how to leave a slight highlight with your fade, just to give it that little extra glow. Before I start my lineup, I'm going to go ahead and line up my sides. What I did was, I'm going to scrape some of this chalk off, and I'm going to go ahead and place a line where I want my line to be at before I even line it up. So I'm going to do the other side. Let's go ahead and start in the middle and work to one side. So as you can see, I started in the middle and I'm going to work to the side. So as you can see, we have this one side with the base done. We're gonna go back and retouch it, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit this other side. All right, now that the base is in there, I'm gonna go ahead and add some enhancements. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. I normally don't, but just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna show you how to do it to make it super clean and crispy. So this is the enhancement I like to use, at least for brown lineups. This isn't as dark, it's more of a brown, so I'll show you. Put just a little bit in the airbrush. Start in the middle. So now that I put on the enhancements, I'm going to show you guys how I make it come to life. Right here, we're going to start with the design. Now we're just going to keep on outlining the hair with our white. All right, now you see that I outlined the whole head. So I'm gonna go back in with my razor and do some detail work. So most people won't tell you, but you have little hairs on your forehead. Shave them off like this. It's gonna make the lineup pop really well. Now once you get done with everything, we're going to wipe it off with some alcohol, and that'll be your finished product. Cutting hair is not as hard as you might think it is. I just did this in probably 25-30 minutes. So as you can see, this haircut came out pretty fire. Like for part 2, I'll show you how you cut the back of your hair as well. Guys, if you can, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to the page. I'm gonna start getting back on Instagram, YouTube, all the platforms. Barbershop's about to open. Haven't told anybody yet. Barbershop should be open here in March. So guys, like I said, if you want part 2, drop something in the comments, subscribe, and I'll get it to you.